Good morning, I'm Niranjani from Sri Vidya Mandir, and I'd like to direct this question to Sir Ramanathan. And yesterday I happened to read in the newspaper that the Chief Justice of Karnataka High Court personally visited a site near Yashwantpur to factually verify the complaint made in a public interest litigation petition in the year 2007 against BBMP for not cleaning garbages and drainage. And after returning from the site, the bench directed the chief executive engineer of the BBMP to rectify the problem and take remedial measures. But what are the people in the higher echelons and the lower echelons of BBMP doing? Then what are the bureaucrats doing? If something is done only after it's filed in the High Court or a Supreme Court, then why do we need bureaucrats? And what are these people doing? We are just paying simply. It's all our money, and then they're just not doing anything.
I think it's a great question. We need more and more accountability. The problem is that we, as people, don't demand accountability from the right levels to begin with. Our knowledge of local government is inversely proportional to its importance. So, which is why every time there's a garbage problem, we'll go to the MLA or to the MP. We should first go to the corporator. How many of us know who the mayor of Bangalore city is? How many of us know which ward we live in? How many of us know who the engineer is? So if we know whom to go to and we start asking those questions, then I think we'll get better accountability. But I agree with your point that why should it have to go to the judiciary?
Young lady, I would like to see greater citizen participation in these areas. It's all very well to come to the High Court and turn around and say that this road has not been cleaned. What are the residents of that area been doing? Why don't they take it up? They have every right to agitate. They are the people who should get the officials to act. On hundreds and hundreds of occasions, I used to receive complaints by the basket load. And how many of them could I attend to? And when I asked people, what are you doing about it? They said, why don't you attend to it? I remember one night at something like 12:25, I was unwell and I was asleep. And the phone rang, I picked it up. And this lady says, Saldanha Saibre, Nanu Gangamma, she gave some address from there. And she tells me, Nanna toilet alli neeru barudilla, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅದರ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು. See, this attitude has got to change. You're quite right there. The officials required to be pulled up whenever cases like this come up. I'm happy that the Chief Justice looked into it. Yeah. And I do hope that he'll make an example. I used to do it whenever an instance like this came up, so that there'll be no repetition. But the solution is not running to the courts. The solution is to see that the problem is rectified. And I think with sufficient citizen participation and such a citizen power, it can be done. We used to do it in Bombay. Mrinal Gore did it on numerous occasions, and the working of the city changed. That's really the solution.
Thanks, sir.